gone awful quiet. Tough luck. Keep your chin up. Well, shoot. Damnation. Don't let it get to you. What can you do? Well, can't win 'em all. There's always next time. That was bad. Sorry, folks. Just ain't your day. Suppose they just got lucky. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's, forget that ever happened. Wish there was better news. That's the way. Now that was something. That'll show 'em. That ought to put a scare in 'em. Well, that could have gone worse. They won't soon forget this. They must be plenty sore. Way to stick it to 'em. They'll feel that in the morning. Showed 'em but good. Think they get the picture? Ain't that a sight? Just like that. Ha! No punches pulled. Real nice. The Dyer's Ancient is getting whooped. The Dyer's Ancient is in trouble. The Dyer's Ancient ain't gonna last. It's sundown for the Dyer's Ancient. It's heating up at the Dyer Side Ancient. Might be over for the Dyer's Ancient. Hate to be in their shoes. Too bad for them. Radiant's Ancient is under pressure. Radiant's Ancient is taking a beating. Looks like Radiant's Ancient is getting stomped. This might be over for the Radiant. Things ain't looking bright for Radiant's Ancient. Get a load of the Ancient over on the Radiant side. Is this it? They're gonna need a miracle. Best mind your Ancient. About your Ancient. They're taking it out on your Ancient. Your Ancient's in trouble. Hey, your Ancient? Yeah, your Ancient's seen better days. Such a shame what they're doing to your Ancient. Might want to get on that. What a day. Good luck shooing them off. Dyer's ban. Their ban. They get to ban now. Their last ban. Radiant's ban. Ban somebody. Time to ban. Last ban. And away we go. The game is on. And here we go. And they're off. Better get ready. Places, everyone. Everybody get set. Who's it gonna be? 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to showtime. 5 seconds. 10 seconds to go. Dyer's Courier didn't make it. Dyer's Courier has made its final delivery. Somebody iced the Dyer's Courier. A moment of silence for the Dyer's Courier. The Dyer's Courier took a trip to the old family farm. The Radiant's Courier didn't make it. The Radiant's Courier's a goner. Someone took out the Radiant's Courier. Something bad's happened to the Radiant's Courier. So much for the Radiant's Courier. Poor little fella. Well, you can't win 'em all. Better luck in the next one. Thought you had him there for a while. That must have hurt. Almost had him too. Someone's dropped out like a kid in school. We all have our reasons. About time. That good-for-nothing Cave Johnson put me up to this. Again. Much obliged. What a way to go. Good luck with that. Mid or I feed. I got no idea what any of this means. It's Night Stalker o'clock. Night Stalker. Just saying. Now that was cold. Now it's on. What a commotion. Now we're talking. What's with all the scribbling? Well. Oh, mother. Tarnation. Think the gods are gonna help? This ought to be good. Let's just say things are getting a little uncomfortable. Well, ain't this a treat? A fine mess we got here. Good luck getting out of this. It's a troublesome scene to be sure. Well, good luck. Hate to say it. Heavy, ain't it? This ain't gonna end well, will it? Just hang on tight. Ain't this a treat? Find an iron branch, plant it. Find a poor man's shield, plant it. Find a bracer, plant it. Find a Monkey King bar, plant it. Best save them glowy things for a special occasion. Sometimes you just need a drink. Special delivery. That's a fine-looking animal. That ought to help with those sneaks. Let's see him try those parlor tricks now. Better not drop that thing. Time for a little snooping around. That'll help you keep an eye on things. Can't get enough of those things. Some other time, then. Just a little setback. You ain't done. Go on, kid. Dyer's structures must have been fortified. No breaking through the Dyer's structures for now. The Dyer went and fortified their structures. Them Dyer buildings are tough as nails for now. Can't do nothing about Dyer structures right now. Radiant structures must have been fortified. No breaking down the Radiant structures like this. Radiant's gone and fortified their structures. Have fun trying to bust down Radiant structures now. Radiant's toughened up their structures. Dyer's got a case of the mega creeps. The other fella's got a bad case of the mega creeps. Great. They got a case of the mega creeps. Afraid the other fellas caught a case of the mega creeps. Radiant's got a case of the mega creeps. Looks like we got a case of the mega creeps. Now we got a serious case of the mega creeps. Hey, we got a case of the mega creeps. Looks like you got a case of the mega creeps. They're all missing. Gone awful quiet. Hey, where'd everybody go? Care now. They're all missing. All of them gone missing. Bottom's missing. Bottom lane's emptied out. Missing. Bottom lane. Bottom lane's gone quiet. Bottom lane's missing. Mid's missing. Care now. Middle's missing. Take care. Mid's missing. Mid's gone off somewhere. Middle is missing. Top's gone missing. Top's missing. They gone missing up top. Top lane's missing. They're missing up top. Time to pick some of these folks. Time out. Alright, carry on. Ancient apparition. Even I ain't as old as this fella. Abaddon. We're all living on borrowed time. Guess who's the lender? Alchemist. You know, punching folks ain't necessary to turn lead into gold. Anti-mage. Me, I happen to be pro-mage. Zet. Arc Warden. They'll be seeing double once this fella's through with them. Oroth. Winter Wyvern. Winter Wyvern. Hope they remember to bring warm clothes. Axe. Gotta admire a fellow who cuts straight to the point. Bane. Who knows where this fella comes from. Bat Rider. Can't fault a man for riding a bat. Beastmaster. Looks like a man comes straight from the wilds. Bloodseeker. No use playing hide and seek with this one. Bounty Hunter. Wonder how much I'm worth to this fella. Brewmaster. Fresh from the distillery, no doubt. Bristleback. This fella's about as huggable as a stabweed. Brood Mother. Nice set of legs on that mama. Centaur. Centaur Warrunner. Half man, half beast. All trouble. Chaos Knight. Why beat a dead horse when you can ride one? Chen. Wanna attract a bunch of creeps? Here's your man. Chieftain. Tribal Chieftain. Tribal Chief. Get the feeling his ain't the friendliest tribe. Clinks. Don't blink or those old bones will get you. Clockwork. Best not trifle with a man made of metal. Crystal Maiden. Gal could break your heart in 1,000 pieces. Dark Seer. Don't advise challenging this fella to a foot race. Dazzle. Who's pink and has the cure for death? This fella. Dyer's Pick. Disruptor. Hope the other fellas remember to pack umbrellas. Dragon Knight. Never trust a man who can turn into a lizard. Doombringer. Wait, did anybody remember to bring the doom? Oh, good. Death Prophet. Think she's a handful. Wait till you meet her sisters. Drow Ranger. This one's the very definition of a straight shooter. Ember Spirit. Ain't nothing can't be burned. Just ask this fella. Enchantress. Oh, this gal ain't as dainty as she looks. Enigma. Watch this fella long enough. It's like watching the stars. Seen a lot of windbags, but this one's something else. Their Pick. Earthshaker. Always wondered where mountains come from. Thanks, fella. Faceless Void. Good thing this ain't a staring contest. Goblin Shredder. Timber Saw. Think he's certified to use all them tools? Think he's certified to use all that gear? Know any weeds need whacking? That's your fella. Gyrocopter. Wait, they let you bring flying machines to this thing? Huskar. Some fellas just don't know the meaning of pain. Invoker. Fancy-looking fella's got a parlor trick for every occasion. Jakiro. What's worse than a flying lizard with one head? You got it. Juggernaut. Fella knows his way around a blade, all right. Keeper of the Light. Keep on keeping on, old-timer. Kunkka. What's a sea captain doing on land? Making trouble, that's what. Legion Commander. Nothing like an old-fashioned duel to settle one's differences. Leshrac. And all the towers across the land cried out in unison. Lich. Deep down, he feels bad for sacrificing all them creeps, I bet. Life Stealer. Now here's a face only a mother could love. Lena. No need to be modest if you can shoot flames from your fingertips. Lion. Any fella knows the old finger of death is alright by me. Lone Druid. Leaving this fella alone for too long can be a costly mistake. Luna. Wouldn't go taking any moonlit strolls with this gal lurking about. Lycan. Don't you wish you could be your own best friend like this fella? Magnus. He'll be hoofing it all the way to the other fella's ancient. Medusa. Next time you're having a bad hair day, remember this gal. Meepo. Where there's one of these little fellas, there's always more. Marana, shooting straight's hard enough, much less from the back of a cat. Morphling, next time you want a cool drink of water, you better think twice. Naga Siren, this gal sure knows how to carry a tune. Necrolite, can't stand being around this fella for too long. Nature's Prophet, I count myself a tree-fearing man thanks to this fella. Night Stalker, the nightlife around here is about to take a turn for the worse. Nyx Assassin, you know what they say, can't squash a bug wearing armor. Outworld Destroyer, we all wish we could fly on wings of stone. Ogre Magi, two half-wits make a full wit, don't they? Omni Knight, you can always count on a fella with an oversized hammer. Phantom Assassin, now you see her? Now she split you open like a ripe pineapple. Phoenix, takes a special bird what won't cook no matter how it burns. Pit Lord, Pyre Lord, seems playing with fire ain't taboo wherever he's from. You will address him as Mr. Lord, or else. Phantom Lancer, nothing can't be solved with an army of pike-wielding catfolks. Puck, cute little fella, ain't he? She, whatever. Pudge, if he invites you over for dinner, trust me, don't do it. Pugna, bad idea spouting off spells all willy-nilly around this fella. Queen of Pain, you don't want to get on her bad side, do ya? Radiant's Pick, Razor, like lightning in a bottle, now to break it open. Ricky, everybody's gotta watch their backs with him around. Rubik, well that's a nice trick. Think I'll take it, he says. Sand King, you don't need a crown if you rule underground. Shadow Demon, why settle for some 2-bit lesser demon when there's this fella? Shadow Fiend, hankering for some mortal souls? Well, so's this fella. Shadow Shaman, hold on, I gotta change into a harmless critter for a second. Silencer, when things are getting boisterous, you know who to call. Skeleton King, ain't that the biggest, baddest bag of bones you ever seen? Skywrath, Skywrath Mage, suppose we'd all be flying on giant beasts if only we could. Slardar, fella swam all the way up from the bottom of the sea for this. Slark, one more reason I won't be ordering seafood these days. If a man can swim in the sea, only fair a fish can walk on the land. Sniper, don't suppose he's got registration for that genuine army carbine. Soul Keeper, Terror Blade, we've all got our demons, but he knows how to let 'em loose. Spectre, we all have ghosts we can't forget. This gal makes sure of it. Spirit Breaker, as mean old godlike bulls go, this one ain't bad. Storm Spirit, thunder and lightning got nothing on this crazy fella. Sven, don't underestimate a man who can shoot his fist like a pistol. Templar Assassin, traps may not be the most sporting thing, but whatever works. Techies, time to blow some stuff up to Mother on high. Tide Hunter, there's always a bigger fish out there. Unless you're this fella. Tinker, nothing like a fancy suit for a special occasion. Tiny, you do know why they call him Tiny, don't you? Treant Protector, you just keep right on telling that invisible tree what to do. Troll Warlord, there's more than one way to swing an axe. Tuskar, ever get punched by an amphibious mammal? Terrible feeling. Tusk, ever get punched by an aquatic mammal? Terrible feeling. Want someone to knock you into next week? Here's your fella, Undying. The dead ain't gotta worry about this fella. Everybody else does. Now who's this? Ain't so good with names. Some old windbag. Ain't familiar with this one. Looks like a windbag to me. Ursa. Ain't a beast more savage than this in all the wild unknown. Venomancer. Now that's the strangest mancer I ever seen. Viper. What's got 4 eyes, wings, and a gut full of poison? Bingo. Visage. There a word for fear gargoyles? Well, there ought to be. Vengeful Spirit. Well, if you were a spirit, you'd be pretty sore about it too. Warlock. He's smart, literate, well-dressed. What's not to like? Witch Doctor. They're gonna need a real doctor after this fella's through. Weaver. This little fella gives new meaning to the term pest problem. Wisp. Hey, what's that little glowy ball? Famous last words. Windrunner. All the good ones are hard to catch, ain't they? Your pick. Stick to what works, I always say. Tit for tat. Practice makes perfect. Zeus. Oh, that ain't yours truly. Honest mistake. Happens all the time. Dyer's bottom racks ain't in a happy place. Rough day for Dyer's bottom racks. The Dyer's bottom racks got problems. Dyer's mid racks is getting swamped. Dyer's mid racks ain't doing so hot. Ain't looking good for the Dyer's mid racks. Dyer's top racks is taking hits. Dyer's top racks is in trouble. Trouble brewing at Dyer's top racks. Radiant's bottom racks is getting hammered. Radiant's bottom racks, it's hurting. Get low to Radiant's bottom racks. Radiant's mid racks is taking a licking. Radiant's mid racks ain't looking so hot. Radiant's mid racks taking some punishment. Radiant's top racks is running out of time. Radiant's top racks ain't gonna last long. The fur's flying at Radiant's top racks. Your bottom racks is in bad shape. Your bottom racks is getting shook up. Ain't a good time for your bottom racks. Best mind your mid racks. Your mid racks is getting smashed to splinters. Other fellas are after your mid racks. Might want to do something about your top racks. Your top racks is in serious trouble. Your top racks is hurting bad. Dyer's bottom racks didn't make it. The Dyer's bottom racks is done for. A fond farewell to the Dyer's bottom barracks. Dyer's mid racks didn't make it. The Dyer's mid racks, it's gone. Dyer's mid racks ain't around no more. Dyer's top racks didn't make it. The Dyer's top racks is all to pieces. Nothing left of Dyer's top racks. The other fella's bottom racks is finished. The other fella's bottom racks is gone for good. The other fellas will have to do without their bottom racks. The other fella's mid racks is done. The other fella's mid racks won't be making trouble no more. There goes the other fella's mid racks. The other fella's top racks is done for. The other fella's top racks ain't gonna be a problem now. That did it for the other fella's top racks. Radiant's bottom racks didn't make it. Radiant's bottom racks ain't no longer with us. Radiant's bottom racks, it's done. Radiant's mid racks didn't make it. Radiant's mid racks is out of the picture. There goes the Radiant's mid racks. The Radiant's top racks didn't make it. So long to the Radiant's top racks. The Radiant's top racks is gone now. Your bottom racks didn't make it. Your bottom racks is gone. They got your bottom racks. Your mid racks didn't make it. Sorry about your mid racks. That does it for your mid racks. Your top racks didn't make it. There goes your top racks. So much for your top racks. Roche got beaten by the Dyer for the umpteenth time. Poor Roche. The Radiant got him again. Roche won't be stomping around no more thanks to the Dyer. Roche is done for thanks to the Dyer. The Dyer took down old Roche. Old Roche won't be coming back for a while. Roche is tough, but the Dyer's tougher still. Roche is gone, courtesy of the Radiant. Roche just got stomped by the Radiant. Roche had it coming, and the Radiant done the deed. The Radiant took old Roche out back and let him have it. The Radiant put old Roche down quick and clean. Might want to take a deep breath right about now. Waiting's a drag, ain't it? First blood. I'm just fooling. Ain't seen this many trees in a long time. Both teams biding their time. Got a feeling things are gonna pick up real soon. Things getting serious, ain't they? This'll make for quite a story someday. Enjoying the show so far? Radiant on one side, Dyer on the other. No more bets, please. Look at 'em run. High hopes for this one. Got a feeling this is gonna be good. Dyer's done. Well, it's something. Let's see what they can do. Now that's a team. You can't all be the star player, but you all can try. Nobody likes to play support, yet everybody likes to win. Radiant's ready. Team's all set. B, as in back. Wouldn't know a thing about no Bastion. Don't remind me. Proper story don't contain that sort of language. Come on now. Kids these days. You kiss your mama with that mouth? Come on, this ain't over. That's the spirit. Let's keep it clean, folks. Jungle, huh? The wild unknown. We all gotta start somewhere. We all could stand to learn a thing or two. Extra time. You're using extra time. Reserve time. You're using reserve time. The Dire best do something about that bottom tower. Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower? Dire's bottom tower's getting the business. Dire's mid tower could use a little help. Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties. Dire's mid tower won't last much longer. The Dire might want to mine their top tower. Dire's top tower's getting beat down. Dire's top tower, you know the drill. Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days. Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now. Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant's mid tower could use a hand. Radiant's mid tower's coming apart. Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up. Radiant's top tower's taking hits. Radiant's top tower's hurting. Radiant's top tower's in bad shape. Your bottom tower's in a tight spot. Your bottom tower ain't long for this world. Might want to check your bottom tower. The other fellas aiming to wreck your bottom tower. They're meaning to smash that bottom tower of yours. Your mid tower needs a little help. Your mid tower ain't doing too well. Your mid tower's coming apart. Your mid tower's in a bit of a bind. Hate to be your mid tower right about now. Your top tower's in trouble. Your top tower's hurting. Your top tower's getting all banged up. That top tower of yours ain't doing so good. Almost feel bad for your top tower. Dire's bottom tower's been disowned. The Dire disowned their bottom tower. Looks like Dire's bottom tower got disowned. Dire's mid tower's been disowned. The Dire disowned their mid tower. Seems the Dire's mid tower's been disowned. Dire's top tower's been disowned. The Dire disowned their top tower. The Dire just disowned their top tower. The other fellas disowned their bottom tower. The other fella's bottom tower's been disowned. They disowned their bottom tower. The other fellas disowned their mid tower. They disowned their mid tower. The other fella's mid tower's been disowned. The other fellas disowned their top tower. Well, they disowned their top tower. The other fella's top tower's been disowned. Radiant's bottom tower's been disowned. The Radiant disowned their bottom tower. Guess the Radiant disowned their bottom tower. Radiant's mid tower's been disowned. Radiant disowned their mid tower. Just then, the Radiant disowned their mid tower. Radiant's top tower's been disowned. Radiant disowned their top tower. Radiant swooped in and disowned their top tower. Your bottom tower's been disowned. Disowned that bottom tower just now. Good on you for disowning that bottom tower. Your mid tower's been disowned. They won't be taking your mid tower. Least you disown that mid tower. Your top tower's been disowned. They won't get the satisfaction of taking your top tower. Way to disown your top tower. The Dire gave up a bottom tower. Dire just couldn't save that bottom tower. Dire's bottom tower got blown to bits. Dire's mid tower's nothing now. Hope the Dire weren't partial to that mid tower. The Dire couldn't hang on to that mid tower. Dire's top tower's gone. Dire's lost a top tower. Dire's got one less top tower. The other fella's bottom tower's gone for good. The other fella's bottom tower's done for. The other fella's bottom tower, nothing but fragments now. The other fella's lost a mid tower. Nothing left of the other fella's mid tower. There goes one of the other fella's mid towers. The other fella's top tower had a little accident. The other fella's top tower won't be making trouble no more. The other fellas couldn't save their top tower. There goes Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant's bottom tower's done for. Radiant lost one of them bottom towers. Radiant's mid tower's getting the what for. Radiant's mid tower ain't doing so good. Radiant's mid tower's in trouble. The Radiant got one less top tower. The Radiant lost a top tower. One less top tower for the Radiant. Your bottom tower's toast. A fond farewell to your bottom tower. Hope you weren't partial to your bottom tower. Your mid tower's done for. Your mid tower's gone. Bad news about your mid tower. There goes your top tower. Too bad about your top tower. So much for your top tower. Pick any of these fellas. Sometimes you don't get to choose. Captain's draft. Captain's draft? Think we got that in the distillery. Captain's mode. Deathmatch. That don't sound nice. Deathmatch. Don't sound nice at all. Easy mode. Easy mode. Ain't no such thing. Random draft. Random draft. For the adventurous type. Single draft. Single draft. I like a good single draft. You done good. That was some fine work. Way to turn it around. Wasn't even close. That's one for the history books. Close call. Dyer's done it again. The Dyer won this time. Chalk it up for the Dyer. That's a win for the Radiant. The Radiant done it. Fine work by the Radiant. Why, hello. Crack your knuckles and get comfortable. Must have taken a wrong turn. Well, look who's back. Good to have you back. Ready for some more of this Dota thing? This here's Dota. Welcome to Dota. Why, good afternoon there. Well, good evening to you. Morning, sunshine. Good gracious, you know how late it is.